Hi everybody, today we are going to talk about Enlightenment. This was a movement that changed the world, and today we are going to analyze those events that shaped modern society.
We're gonna explain what is the Enlightenment. The Enlightenment is an intellectual movement that began between the 17th century and 18th century, and it was influenced by French philosophers such as Isaac Newton, Rousseau, and Montesquieu, which they contributed by publishing articles so that we can have an idea of their reasoning, and we don't believe such all of it.
Exactly, these philosophers thought that we could change the world if we start thinking, reasoning, trying to transform our own world. Also, the Enlightenment inspired people to start doubting about the democracy that they had in their time, like the monarchy, and try to ask, why is the king a king? Is there a really divine person, God, that is influencing them? And the most influence revolution that we had, it was the French Revolution. The French Revolution began in 1789, when people got tired of injustice and full monarchy. Ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity came from Enlightenment thoughts, and philosopher writers gave the people the courage to ask for their rights and fight for them.
Many Enlightenment thinkers have their ideas. First, Voltaire, he believed in the speech of freedom and religion, while Rousseau was believed about the will of the government, that the community should be think for themselves and not following such as churches and other. And Montesquieu believed in dividing the political, legislative, executive, and one more. But yeah.
The French Revolution wasn't the only revolution, but it was the most inspired about the Enlightenment. Also, there existed the American Revolution and the English Revolution that has too many people like Thomas Jefferson and leaders who want to search for equality and stop monarchy. And even though the Enlightenment started in Europe, those ideas affect the whole world. It encouraged education, science, and progress, and people began to believe that they could change society through reason, knowledge, and not just through power from the church or the government. Another key figure related to the French Revolution that was really important was Maximilien Robespierre, who became a leader in the most complicated part of the revolution. But he started to be a leader, and he wants liberty, equality, and start making a real change in a positive way. But when people can't have power, not all the people, but he and many other examples in the world, he wants to use that power to make his own decisions and to be selfish with other people. And so he started being really blind of the power and started using it in a negative way. After the revolution, Napoleon Bonaparte took control of France and spread the Enlightenment through Europe by creating reforms in education and law, even though he crowned himself emperor and contradicted the ideas of freedom and democracy.
In conclusion, the Enlightenment was a movement that had a really impact in our today's day, and also transformed the ideals we have, and it shaped how it's democracy today.
Such as education, freedom, so that we can learn new things and not stuck in belief just what the church or science or the government said to us, so that we can think for ourselves. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed this video of how the Enlightenment influenced the French Revolution and helped build the world we live in today.